of one of Scarlet's labs, and would you believe it's right, been under the Durham Priory the whole time? You're joking. No, it's right in Lord Ar's Pass. You're going to want to see this for yourself. What can you tell me about Scarlet Briar? Our finest scholars have approved the following information, though as always we may not yet know the full story. In her early years, Scarlet showed an insatiable desire for knowledge. Wait, so this lady's just telling random people, yeah, we just found the evil boss's lair right under our noses. That seems kind of shameful. Go on. She traveled from mentor to mentor, soaking up what knowledge she could from each. An admirable pursuit, I'm sure you'll agree. Unfortunately, she went astray when she lost her moral compass. Go on. She dabbled in knowledge that would have damaged the minds of even our most stalwart researchers. Combining magic and engineering, she looked beyond our world. Go on. What she saw in those greater workings broke her mind. Thus, she murdered her mentor and began her assault on Tyria. First, she explored an alliance between Flame Legion, Char, and Dredge. This alliance provided her... Oh, yeah, they've got a fractal. This alliance provided her and her allies with weaponry they'd never have developed on their own. They combined flame magic with the earth element skills of the Dredge, fire and earth. Scarlet is preparing a well-balanced army. Elementalists must surely have noticed her use of all the elements. Next, she enticed airship pirates to join the Inquest. The pirates had been working on an airship design, but it didn't become viable until Inquest magic was added to the mix. Air. We suspect that she has been fascinated with the CERN portal Magitech, and she succeeded in taking it to a whole new level. She used this to assault the Queen's Jubilee. She took the Queen's Watchwork Sentinels and created horrors of them, warping them to her own purposes. This is her pattern. She steals the knowledge of others and then twists it. Her latest victory was convincing Crate to work with Nightmare Courtiers. We have confirmed that she held one of their sacred icons over their heads to get them to do so. Water. The result was a plant so toxic it has all but destroyed beautiful Kessex Hills, and now she has the toxin from it. We're trying to guess how she will use that toxin, but have little to go on. Do we know what her motives are? She guards her motives closely, though if we knew them, we could perhaps predict her next move. I hesitate to mention the theories because I do not know which is the truth. Some believe it's a lark. A few suggest that her ultimate target is the dragons. More say she's working for the dragons.
Closing in on 2 years of muck goodness.
Thank you, Beansy. Still others believe she has a maniacal desire to rule the world. I honestly don't know, but I have a bad feeling that it won't be long before we all find out. You be careful out there, this dark cloud hanging over us all. I will, you too. Okay.
Soldier, report. Where's my Tequatl tail?
Back where I'm bunking, sir. I'll go get it immediately.
Wait, you took down Tequatl?
As reported, sir. I sent you a missive requesting an audience.
Been busy, but I'm here now.
Should I go get the tail and bring it to you, Tribune?
No, I don't need a slab of decaying meat.
But I've been hauling it around for weeks.
Ooh, I bet that smell sticks to your gear.
It does.
I've been hearing about this Scarlet Sylvari. You know anything about her?
She's building an army, sir. She's the one behind the Molten Alliance.
So I heard. I want you to take her down. Permanently. Whatever the cost. You do that, Rox, and you're in the warband.
What? I
need to repeat myself.
No, Tribune. Consider her dead.
Report to me when it's done. And, Rox, be careful.
Will do, sir.
I gotta say, that's a pretty rough entry fee. Kill a dragon, carry around its tail for weeks, and then tell me when you've stopped the big bad boss. I'll be waiting in my bed. What's up, Frostbite? Oh, go boy.
Hi there. Listen, you won't believe what Ritlock just said. If I kill Scarlet, I'm in the warband. Definitely.
Oh, I see.
What's the matter? I thought you'd be happy for me.
I just don't understand why you need some warband you don't even know. I mean, you've got me, and we've got a team of our own. Look around. They're all here with you.
It's a Char thing. You wouldn't understand.
A Char thing? You'd rather be in your fancy warband.
Guys, look at me! I'm so curvy!
That's not what I said. It's a big deal to get into the Stone Warband.
Why? Because it'll make you special? You're already special. At least to me.
You'll still see me after I get in.
Uh-huh.
You will. Sometimes.
Yo, I would've, if I saw this years ago, I would've thought that they were gonna, like, Bram was trying to ask her out.
We have to talk about it sooner or later.
I have to go clean my gear.
Bram!
Oh my gosh. So this is like the first moment where he seemed like exceptionally stupid. Alright. You see that metal human with the enormous... Yeah, dangerous. So, what are we gonna do about Scarlet? You fought Tequatl by yourself? Oh, Cinders, no. There was a small army there. I just nabbed a piece of its tail. Others hacked into the rest.
Good to see you.
We're going to find her. Sounds good to me. How? First, we have to learn everything we can about her. I know she apprenticed with an Iron Legion blacksmith named Asagai. She was ancient at the time, though, and no one has seen her for some time. My guess is she went out for her final patrol. Final patrol. It's what an aging or badly mutilated soldier knows she's going to die soon. She goes out for one final patrol so she could die in battle defending what she loves. It's an honorable path. So why is Bram mad at you? He doesn't want me to join the Stone Warband. He thinks he'll never see me again. Will we? See you again, I mean? I'll be busy, sure. They'll have missions and tasks for me, but I'll be able to take leave sometimes to visit. And if you need help, I'll be there if I can. If you can. Well, I can't predict where I'll be going or what I'll be doing, you know? I can't promise. Can we get a close-up of day 4? Oh, God. Yeah, today... Alright, so for those who don't know, we had a stretch goal for charity recently, and if we hit it, I said I'd grow a beard for a couple weeks, and I've never grown a beard in my life. It drives me nuts after, like, 2 days. So, this is day 4. Yeah, this is 4 days. So, got some nice coverage, I guess. But yeah, so I have to go at least 14 days before I'm allowed to shave it, and then I'll decide if I keep it or not. How's Wifey liking it? Dude, she loves it. She's just like, ooh. Like, she looks like that guy from American Psycho, you know, the scene? Like, she's doing that constantly. So she's all about it. I don't yet know about me, though. We'll see. We'll see. I'm ooh-wooing respectfully.
Graham, there you are.
Somebody care to tell me why this child was on the battlefield?
Hey, I'm not a child.
Not you, this is Surin girl. I found her out there trying to get to Scarlet's twisted marionette. Who does she belong to?
Oh, her.
Help! Help! Save me from this creepy human!
It's okay, Trident and Seraph. Kid's in no danger.
Bram! Don't let him take me away! Please!
Are you her guardian?
Who, me? Wolf's teeth, no. I've never seen her before in my life.
Bram, you're so mean! Can't we just go home now?
Listen, buddy, I don't know what your game is, but you better get this kid to safety. No business on a battlefield.
What? I swear I've never seen her before in my life. Hey, where's he going? You're not my responsibility.
It's okay, Bram. You can take me home now. I live in Radasum.
Huh? What?
Where do you live? Maybe we could go there instead.
No. You found your way here. You can find your way back.
Fine. Here I go. By myself. Off into the big city. You'll probably never see me again, Bram.
Good luck, kid.
He's just like, not my problem. What was... Oh god, I'm trying to remember. There was some anime I saw once where this villain took a hostage, and he's like, if you don't surrender now, I'll kill this woman. And he's like, who cares, idiot? I don't even know her. Like, this makes me think of that.
Marjorie, a word, please.
I'll be right back, Cass.
Is Lady Casimir okay?
Yeah, she'll be fine. It's just been a rough day. Did you see that twisted marionette?
I did. And I heard there are jungle worms erupting from the ground in blood-tight.
I think it was JoJo.
That's because they're disturbed by Scarlet's seeking devices.
I thought your Norn was taking you home.
He is. He just doesn't know it yet.
What does a little squirt like you know about Scarlet, anyway?
As it so happens, I know a lot. I've been studying her for months. I came to meet her, but she didn't show up.
To meet her? Why would you want to do that?
Because she's brilliant, of course. My theory is that she knows something about the dragons, and that's why she's building an army.
Your theory, huh? You don't think she's just a big old meanie?
Do you always talk like a 4-year-old?
Hey, I've been meaning to ask you something. You wouldn't know anyone
Okay.
who goes by the initial E, would you? Just E?
E? No, why?
No reason. Just eliminating possibilities. How's the Queen?
I wouldn't know. The Shining Blade have her so tightly wrapped up I can't even get near her.
Well, at least she's safe.
I'm behaving.
Hi. Are you a friend of Bram's? I am. Or rather, I will be. Soon. Progeny, do your teachers know that you're out here? What college are you in? Oh, a Suraline chat. E turned out to be Countess. Oh, Ape! Ape with the spoilers. Ape, shame on you. Shame on you. Absolutely. You needn't worry. I'm in the College of Synergetics. I'm performing important field experiments. Does Zoja approve of your field experiments? Ask her. I wouldn't dare to speak for her. I know you. You're the SNAF prize winner. It's true. Mukluk Twitch Esquire, your entry was impressive. I'd love to learn how you did it sometime. Did I hear right? You're curious about Scarlet. Don't change the subject with me, girl. Most definitely. She's sparky. I drool when I think about everything she could teach me. Have you seen her mecha magical creations? Alchemagical bonanza. She'd kill you without a second thought. Me? Inconceivable. She'd recognize my potential and would mold me into her favorite assistant. Then I'd learn more than her and I'd surpass her. And she'd die old and sad and I would be amazing. Uh-huh. Just be careful. I'm still stirred up by that fight. You? Yeah, I could go again. See, that's why you and me are friends. We're the ones that should be doing something about Scarlet. What's the plan? For now, we gather information. Makes sense? If we could figure out where she's going to strike next, we could get ahead of her. She's been one step ahead of us all along. Are you mad at Rocks? No. Maybe. She wants to go off and be in the Stone Warband, but if she does, we'll never see her again. I just don't get it. It's her decision to make. Why does she want to be with the Tribune who has no time for her and a bunch of old crusty soldiers who don't know her?
Welcome.
What's going on with you and your little friend? My little... Oh, the Asuran Ragamuffin? I've never seen her before. She must have heard Rox say my name. She tricked that Seraph into thinking I was her guardian. You're not? No, I've never seen her before. She's not my... Oh, crud, not you too. Alright, I'll make sure she gets home safe, but just this once. You're a good friend. She's not my friend. Ragamuffin.
Mukluk love.
Thank you, Rio. Marjorie. Hello, cutie. What's the plan? Monecro. Now we find a way to corner Scarlet. How do you recommend we do that? We don't know anything about her. Then we learn everything we can. All right, I'll put out feelers with what friends I have left at the Ministry and around Divinity's Reach. Maybe someone knows something.
Hey, what's wrong? You've been unusually quiet today.
It's my father's birthday. He'd have been 45 today.
I'm sorry. Do you want to talk about it?
I just miss him. He didn't deserve to die like that. Like a rat in a cage.
Why was
What?
he in jail?
He was in debtor's prison. It's not what you think. He was a good father.
How did he get into debt?
My brother Kyle liked to gamble. He lost a lot. My father loved him, and he used family money to bail him out. They were going to kill Kyle.
So then your father couldn't pay his own bills.
That's right. So they took everything we had left, and they put him in prison.
That's why you were looking for a job.
And you hired me. I'll never forget how you saved me that day, Jory.
I had no idea your situation was so dark. He died in prison.
Uh-huh. A nobleman in debtor's prison. Well, you can imagine what they thought of him there. I visited him as often as I could, but he hated me seeing him like that.
What happened to
And
Kyle?
then he was just gone.
It must have been terrifying for you when they arrested your father.
I'd been with my tutor, working on staff spells. And when I got home, they were there. They had him in chains, and they wouldn't let me speak to him. They wouldn't let me do anything. They seized the house, and they were taking all our things.
I'm so sorry.
The guard in charge took pity on me, I think. He told me I could take one item from the house, but I had to decide right then. One thing from all my belongings, my family's heritage. He said, "You better choose carefully. It's all you're ever getting back." I could have taken one of my mother's necklaces.
You choose
or
the
a
whole
valuable
house.
piece of art, but he was adamant. Only one thing.
What did you take?
I took the stuffed bear my father had given me.
Oh, Cass. It's okay. Listen, honey, why don't you stay with me tonight? You shouldn't be alone.
I'm afraid I'll never want to leave.
I won't let you.
Yo, Marjorie turning this emotional moment into a, something more. I'm not letting you. Oh.
Join me.
Same dialogue. Don't mind me, I'm in a foul mood today. What's wrong? It's my late father's birthday. I miss him. How did he die? I'm ashamed to say, but since it's you, I guess it's okay. He was stabbed while in debtor's prison, paying the price for my brother's foolishness. Your brother? Kyle. He lost all... Freaking Kyle. He lost all his money and more gambling with criminals in Lion's Arch. My father spent our entire fortune to pay them off so they wouldn't kill him. Who put your father in prison? The ministry guard came to the house and took him away along with all our belongings. Now a minister lives there. They took everything? They let me keep what I was carrying and wearing, which meant I was able to keep my staff. If it had been in my family for generations on my mother's side. All else was lost except the stuff to bear. I see. Oh, I'm in Old Lion's Arch right now, aren't I? I didn't even realize at first. Yeah, there's the old portal island. Did not even realize because I was so zoomed in on what I was doing. Leaving the mission area. All right, leave the area, okay. She was carrying and wearing, Leroy, she said she was doing, what was it? Staff lessons with her tutor. Read the letter. Okay. Captain Ellen Keel. Ellen, oh my. An alarm's been sounded at Fort Mariner, where we're holding my Trin. I heard you and your crew are in town. I'm headed to the fort now. Would appreciate backup. I have a bad feeling. You're on your way. You need immediate backup, and you wrote me a handwritten letter? They have very high regard for the postal system here. The ether escape. Let's turn that down just a touch. Defeat the Vanguard.
Punch.
Rifle go burr.
Infuriating.
Sit down.
Take them out.
Never a dull moment.
Lion Guard, you got a bomb. Oh, he's fine. Talk with Ellen.
I'm the law around here, and the law is stretched pretty thin.
Okay.
Wait, is it over?
I owe you one again, Commander. Unfortunately, it looks like we were both too late to this disturbance. What happened? The Etherblade staged a smash and grab from the other side of the new mist portal. Come with me. I need to debrief Sheriff Sirium, the officer in charge of the jails. All right, let's move. Where do you get the Asuran Golem? It is Rune of the Golemancer.
It all happened so fast. Scarlet's minions were everywhere. They had our backs to the wall from the very beginning. One of them broadcast Scarlet's voice. She said, "Vacation's over, Mai. I have work for you in the mists." The invaders took Mai to a portal outside. They had to fight past a squad of Lion Guard to get there. And two strangers, a Golem and a Nord lad with a fearsome mace. After Mai entered the portal, the Golem went after her. The Norn shouted for it to stop, but it wouldn't. It declared, "Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing." And actually ran faster. So, Timey's in the mists?
Scarlet wouldn't retrieve my trend without a good reason. She has gone far enough. I'm going to take this to the council and demand we bring them both to justice. My friends and I are after Scarlet as well. Do you have any leads? Aside from the latest crises, the Lion Guard have reported a number of steam devices across the countryside. Even one in the bay here. Look, we have divers checking it out. What do you think it's doing? Captain Shud claims it's a probe, but we can't remove it easily. You should be able to see it from here with the spyglass. Let's have a look. Love you, missed you. And IU tips 2G. That's no moon.
Have a good time.
What do you
Not
think?
too
It's
good.
too deep to scrap easily, but maybe we'd find something to track Scarlet. This is the first time I've seen one turn green. Is that new? What? Let me see. Blast, that's a change. It could have something to do with this jailbreak. I'm going to marshal everyone I can to this investigation. I'm going to go after Bram. Send anything you find to Marjorie Delacroix. I'll clear you to access the mist portal Trin escaped into as soon as the area is secure. Feel free to interview the witnesses here as well. Thanks. This time we'll corner Scarlet for good. Okay, I'm waiting to see if anything new happens. There's a bunch of stuff to talk to. Sheriff.
Stay within the law.
I take full responsibility for the breakout. My deputies were beyond reproach. They kept things from being much worse. Don't be too hard on yourself.
I'm the law around here, and the law is stretched pretty thin.
Go to the tower and on it. This tower? It's a Canuck. Have you come to hurl abuse or recriminations? Please don't. I deserve both, but as you can see, I'm trying to atone for my past crimes. I have a few questions for you. Well, I'm not going anywhere, and most of my visitors don't come for polite conversation. I'm listening. Please ask your questions. Why didn't you escape with my Trin? I wasn't invited to. Not that I would have accepted. I've had my fill of being a fugitive. I intend to serve my full sentence and walk out of here without encumbrance. How much more time do you have left to serve? Lion's Arch Justice is flexible. My sentence can be reduced for good behavior, or someone could buy my billet and I'd be released early to work for them. Buy your billet? What's that? It's essentially a work release program that allows me to earn my freedom early. Most prisoners are billeted to fight in the arena, but that doesn't appeal to me, even if I could find a buyer. I'd like to ask you something else. Do you know Scarlet? I briefly met Scarlet when she was still called Syrah, but we were not at all compatible. Syrah was distracted and flighty and full of slight regard, and I do not enjoy being slighted. Do you plan to return to South Sun Cove? I'd rather not discuss that, but since you asked, no. Every time I've gone there, I've made things worse, so I shall not return again until I can offer something that will undo the damage I've done. Is the Consortium still out to get you? I assume so. They are a ruthless business entity, and I disrupted their business. Null tried to have me killed, but I can't prove that, so I shall have to remain vigilant forever, I fear. Okay. Fancy letter. Captain Silver Den Watcher. Firstly, I hope... Wait, what is this? Firstly, I hope you are well, old friend. I know these days are dire. I will keep this brief. I'm writing to inquire about one of your inmates, a certain Suave Silvari, if I am to believe the rumors. I've done my research, and I see that he's led to a tumultuous and storied life so far. Involuntary test subject, consortium cartographer, and project team leader, molten facility liberator, and corporate saboteur. For all his struggles, he's developed something of a reputation even in the quieter halls of Divinity's Reach. And as it turns out, I have use for a man of his particular prestige and skill set. There are places I cannot move through without notice, and things I cannot do from my current station without drawing unwanted attention, so I've learned to delegate more effectively. In this case, he would serve as an extension of the Shining Blade and the Crichton Crown, under my express supervision, of course. If you think he'd be at all cooperative, I'm interested in purchasing his billet. Thank you for your time. Countess Anise, exemplar of the Shining Blade. Oh, and they just left this outside. Hey, is it bedtime? Okay, chat, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. All right, so that is foreshadowing of Anise buying Canuck's billet and then him working for her for the next few seasons. Let's see what's going on down here. Couldn't we buy Canuck sentence? Benibus is pro-slavery. Just saying that. Lion's
Hail,
Mane.
stranger.
Second time those ether blades have caused a ruckus here in the fort. Don't tell Magnus I said so, but we're unmatched here. You don't think the fort's defenses are enough? Against air attack or hijacking the portals, we weren't ready and lost a prisoner. Bad sign if you ask me. Hopefully this prompts better security. Lion Guard. Thanks to the assist, Commander, I knew that new portal was trouble. Where does it go? They call it the Edge of the Mists, another battlefield between realms and the mist. First time the battle has flowed back to here, though. Curse those ether blades. They'll pay for this. Is he referring to the World v World portal? Lion Guard.
How are your endeavors?
I cut the power to the gates when we realized what was happening, but they had already extracted the prisoner. Next time I'll detonate the thing. Shutdown protocols be damned. Did you see Bram and Timey? The Norn and the Progeny. They ran through the gate chasing the attackers. Once we cycle the gates of Etheric Matrix, I'll have this open again. Hopefully they're intact over there. I'll go after them as soon as it's ready. Head to the Edge of the Mist, access via the World v World menu or the gates in Lion's Arch. Okay, is that everything here? Okay. Yeah, Edge of the Mist. Isn't that the World v World map that people like hardly ever frequent? Okay. Let's do this the old-fashioned way. Edge of the Mist portal. I think Edge used to be pretty cool. Just in my time in the game, it's been pretty empty as far as I've seen.
I'm behaving.
Surprised to find you sitting still, short pants. The way you took off, I figured you'd be
Short
halfway to Mount Maelstrom by now.
Scruffy, my golem, broke down. And I still learned more in the short time I've been here than you have in your whole life.
What happened? Why did your silly magical machine man stop working?
I was studying that strange device, but every time I got too close, it zapped me and knocked me back. Eventually, Scruffy's power cells shorted out and pieces of him fell off. That activated his emergency mode. So he followed protocol like he's supposed to. He carried me here, spit me out, and then powered down. And you've got a lot of nerve calling Scruffy silly. With those clothes and that haircut.
Your golem's dead. Why don't you just walk out of here?
Same reason you don't fly out, because I can't. My ears, how thick are you? See these legs? They don't work right. I can't walk very far unassisted.
Sorry. I didn't know. What did you learn about those, things you were studying before your golem broke?
As if you'd understand. All right, I've got nothing but time, so let's give it a go. They appear to be survey probes.
I can't even
for
see
the
her.
purpose of identifying high-energy thermic channels and matrices.
So it's like magical energy is a swirling storm, and these things are mapping.
Got candy? A trifle simplistic, but yes, that's exactly the case.
Okay, truth time. Why did you run away from me? Why did you come here in the first place?
It's not personal. I just wanted to see Scarlet's handiwork up close. Her marionette was amazing, inspiring. When I saw her minions running through a portal, I followed them.
You were supposed to stay with me. I told you to stop.
Zosha tells me to do stuff all the time. So does Vorp. I don't.
She's like, you're not special.
What's your story anyway, Tiny?
Got candy?
How does a little thing like you get into
Why did
such
she keep
big
saying got
trouble?
candy?
It's Tiny, and I'm a progeny prodigy. I've got important people fighting for the right to be my teacher.
Important people, huh? Are they real people? Or just big-eared figments of your overactive imagination?
Bram, I'm right here.
They're real, but they all want to tell me what to learn. I'd rather be like Scarlet and pick my own courses.
Wolf's tail, girl. Don't be too much like Scarlet, okay? One's way too many.
Alright, I wish this had been an instance so there wasn't like so many people nearby. It's like I can't even see them under this. Glad to see a friendly face, Mukluk. I'm stuck here watching over this Asuran kid, so I appreciate the company. If you need to get going, though, I'd understand. The probe in the bay at Lion's Arch started turning green. Know anything? I don't like the sound of that. It means Scarlet machines are doing something, and that something is never good. Tommy was investigating the probes around here. Let's ask her. Good idea.
Tell me more about the probes you examined.
They're well designed. They emit pulsed eldritch